Okay, run into Doug Manmiller here in the pits. Doug, you got your whole pit crew working hard for you here. How did things turn out for you yesterday in the heat races?
Well, I got a second in stock light and a fourth in super stock.
A fourth in super stock. Well, that'll put you right up there with a good starting spot for today's races. As you look around the pit area in your classes, who would you say is the toughest competitors in your two classes?
Well, Gary Westner in stock light and Scott Heilman and Kenny Gruber in super stock.
Those are the guys you feel you have to beat to win here today.
Yes.
We've been watching you all summer. You picked up the point championship up in Mifflintown. That had to make you feel pretty good.
Yeah, it felt real good. Thanks to my dad.
You, after 3 or 4 years trying up there hard, finally came through.
It's about time we won one up there. It's the first time.
Okay, well listen, who all helps you here on your crew? Who helps you get up front?
Well, it's my dad. He does all the motors for me and gets the carts ready, and my mom, she's just there for support, and John Alderman's Kart Shop.
Alderman's Kart Shop.
Yeah.
Okay, well listen, we know you're busy running a couple classes here today, so we'll let you get back to work. We want to wish you luck out there. We look at you as kind of one of the hometown favorites, so we'll be cheering for you up there, Doug.
Thank you.
You bet. Okay, standing here with Ricky Tanner, and Rick, how long ago did you start racing karts?
4 years ago.
4 years ago, so you're getting to be a seasoned veteran then, kind of.
Yep.
You got your dad working back here. How'd you fare out yesterday when the smoke cleared?
Fifth.
Fifth, so you got to feel pretty good about that, right?
Yeah.
That'll keep you up front. Starting up front's a big thing out here on a race like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
So many good competitors, it's tough to pass, and when you got a lot of them to pass to get up front with the big runners, they're already gone by the time you get there.
Yep.
What is it about this race that you like? I mean, what is it that brought you down to Park City?
I like the track, the way it's laid out.
Good driving track, isn't it?
Yeah.
We know we watched you up at Mifflintown this summer. You were running up there. That's quite a different ball game up there than it is here, isn't it?
Yeah.
More motor up at Mifflintown.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Rick, we want to wish you the very best of luck, you and your dad, your mom standing over here. We hope to see you up front today. Well, you're already up front. We hope you stay there. We hope you do even better, okay?
Thank you.
You bet, Rick. Okay, standing here with Alan Davidson. And Alan, you've been racing up and down the East Coast here for quite a number of years now. You and your dad, we always see you in the pits, and we generally always see you up front. Is there any clues to how you do it? I mean, you're just incredible. I mean, every time I see you race, you're either in the first three or winning the race.
Well, with my father there, it makes all the difference in the world. You need somebody there to back you all the time and be with you. Without him, it's tough. And plus, I have a good motor builder in George Newman, which makes a big difference.
Yeah, we know George knows how to build them, that's for sure. Yesterday, you had a world of trouble getting up through the field.
The competition's getting a lot tougher than it used to be. And plus, you know, a few bad breaks here and there. And with everyone running faster, it just makes it that much harder to get up there. So we'll try again today.
Maybe it'll be
better.
Maybe it'll be an Alan Davidson day today.
I don't know. The competition's already way in front of me, so I got a long way to go.
Well, we've seen you come from the rear, come from behind before to do it. These karts now, as far as a track like this, how would you compare this track to Mifflintown? Well, there is really no comparison, is there?
Not really. Mifflintown, you got a big chute where, with motor-wise, you can really motor by. Here, with the big gears you're running, you can't horsepower a lot of people. You got to try to get down in the turns past them, and that's what's making it tough. I guess that's why I'm crashing.
Can't rely on that horsepower.
No, everyone's got strong motors today, and with a small track, it gives the small guys a good advantage. You know, it doesn't give me the big advantage.
Alan was fortunate enough to pick up 2 class championships up at Mifflintown this year, and you ran Port Royal as well, too.
No, I didn't get to Port Royal this year. It was in the middle of the week. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that made it a little rough for some people. Well, listen, as far as your racing schedule, Alan, you're pretty much just running these special asphalt shows, right?
Yeah, money's too tight. I'm trying to save money and hope to go in a racing sprints, and I can't run around and spend the money.
You ever do any dirt racing?
Yeah, I ran 2 years ago. I ran regular on the half-mile circuits. I did good. I never won up there, but at Shellhammers I used to dominate when I ran there. I ran upstate. I won a lot up there, but I stopped running the dirt because it's just too much money.
Yeah. Whenever you travel around, I know you've been to some IKF events, WKA events. Looking at it, you wouldn't think we'd have anything to be ashamed of with our events here in, like in Pennsylvania, Park City, Port Royal, Mifflintown. It seems like, hey, 457 entries.
No, I think they got a lot to learn because they cater too much to the big buck guys, the IKF and WK. When it's a time trial event, the small guy doesn't have a chance if everyone starts up front. And they got to start in the rear, why bother?
So to have luck of the draw on Saturday may be the way to go as far as, because karting is such a grassroots type of sport.
Oh yeah, because it gives the small guy a chance. I know if I time trial bad in a big event, forget it.
Might as well go home.
It's hard to get up front because everyone's so fast. But if you get a good start up front, you got a chance with the draws.
That's an interesting viewpoint. Very interesting. Well, listen, Alan, I want to wish you and your dad best of luck here today. We hope we see you up front there since you're flying those Carterama colors.
Thanks a lot. I need the luck.
Okay, Alan. Okay, standing here with Billy Woodcock, and Bill, you started out racing karts about what, 5 years ago? 4 years?
1980.
1980. I think I remember when you first started. This little guy, and now you're going up here. You've really gotten fast here in the last couple of years. Is there any major reason for that, other than?
Well, a lot of it's my dad starting to do the motors now and picking up a little bit on driving.
Doing more of your own motor work.
Right.
Jimmy Swab said yesterday that that's when they started running better, when they started doing it themselves inside the engine. Last year you picked up a win here at Park City in that rookie restricted class. How's it looking this year for you?
Well, I start third today and hope that I can get up a little farther.
Well,
different class.
Yeah. Right. I noticed you ran a 4-cycle at Mifflintown. What'd you think of that?
Yeah, it's slower, but it's fun.
Yeah, I guess speed's pretty relevant. They're all going the same speed, so it doesn't matter how fast, right?
Yeah, I thought it was all right. Yeah, it's first time. I think I like it.
Yeah, well, you finished well, too. Well, listen, we want to wish you and your dad, Bill, over here, your mechanic, lots of luck. We hope that, you only got 2 more spots to go, starting third.
Yeah.
Hope you can pull it out.
Try.
Okay, Bill. Congratulations to you on your, you had a couple of wins up in Mifflintown. I wanted to congratulate you on that, and really flying up there. Being that you're kind of a Carterama regular, we got to kind of cheer for you down here in Park City.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Okay, Bill. Okay, standing here with some of the Huff racing team. John, the senior member of this group, right, John?
That's right. No, my son. Brian.
I'm Brian.
Brian? Where's Tommy at?
Tommy's out on the track practicing right now.
And you got a daughter out there, or a daughter-in-law?
Sue's out there.
Is that your daughter or your daughter-in-law?
Oh, just a friend of ours with a racing team. And Richie and Lenore. And we got Tommy, which is outside right now. But no, and my daughter, she's home. She races with us too. But we got 7 of us to race.
7 of you racing.
7 of us racing.
That's really what karting's all about. They say it's the #1 family motorsport.
We get the family together and go out every weekend or twice a week. We went to all the Grand Nationals, all the Gold Cups this year. We ended up, Brian and Tommy ended up 4th overall, and I ended up 7th overall in both classes that we ran. So we did good this year.
I've seen your names in the WKA book. I mean, you've been running a lot of those and doing well, too, I might add. You do most of all your own engine work now, or?
We do all our own engine work. And Mike Manny does some of the foreigns, but out of California. But most of it we do ourselves.
Do you find that you can run a little faster once you do the work yourself more?
Well, you understand it more, Once you do it yourself, you know what to do to make them faster.
Right, I follow you, exactly. Well, looks like you guys sat down last winter and decided, hey, we're going to go first class next year because you...
Well, you give us a name, Huff Karting Stable up there in the stand, so we put it on the side of a truck, so we're kind of proud of the name.
Well, yeah, I put that name on you guys, and it kind of stuck.
Yeah, it kind of stuck. It's an honor, Yeah.
Well, we've been watching you guys race, Brian and Tommy and the whole gang, Johnny and everybody. You have Johnny Jr., right?
Yeah.
And We missed you at Mifflintown, but I'm sure you were somewhere racing that weekend.
Well, we was racing, but the weather kept us out from coming out. So, you know, you had rain the first 2 sessions.
Right.
But you still made it. But
You never know. It's a long way to travel.
I know, but it's just, we'll be there next year.
Yeah, I'm sure. How do you like Park City here? You guys look like you're having a great time here.
I'll tell you, it's the best. I know it's a good year wind up, and nice track, nice people, and I like racing with them.
How'd you make out yesterday, Brian, when the smoke cleared?
I'm not sure where I finished, but I had a good time out there.
Yeah.
He finished somewhere around 9th, and he started 21st.
It's tough coming
Yeah.
from the back.
From the back.
Yeah.
I started 19th, and I ended up 9th,
I
so
wanted to ask you how you made
yeah.
it.
Well, we're getting there. We'll be up there in the top 5.
Does your wife come along on these excursions?
No, she don't like racing, so she stays home.
I don't like it too good. Well, we want to wish you the Huff Racing karting stables the best of luck. You know, it's a lot of fun when I see you guys pull in, because I say, well, here's a Huff, there's a Huff, everywhere a Huff, right? No, but you guys are good people, and we really enjoy having you come into Pennsylvania.
We like to support racing. You know, we like to support the karting. You know, all we can. You know,
Yeah.
we give it a good go.
Well, we want to again wish you the best of luck. We hope we see both of you guys. You're halfway there. I mean,
Yep.
It's tough starting from the back, especially when the competition's as good as it is here.
Yeah, well, that's just the luck of the draw. You know,
Yeah, that's
so
right.
everybody has a chance, and you know, that's where we started. We'll get up there.
You got a nice looking truck here. I mean, who does your lettering and painting work? That's
Scott Keening did the lettering,
it looks
and
nice.
we did the painting and fixed the truck ourselves. So
Looks
but,
really great.
it's one of the best looking ones on the
Yes, it
circuit.
is. Yes, it is. I have to agree with that. It sure is. Well, listen, John, we want to wish you the best of luck.
Oh, we appreciate it.
And
Thank you, John.
Brian, you too. Too bad Tommy and the rest of them ain't here right now, but it's hard to get all you people together at one time.
I know.
Do you sit down at the table at once, all of you?
No, not really.
Everybody's in and out. Okay. Again, best of luck to you guys.
Thank you.
In here with Brian Taylor and his father, Dave, and these guys generally show up at all these special events. You guys must really like these asphalt races.
I love them. A lot easier to work with.
And Dave, you keep the motors going. Brian, you do the driving, right?
Yeah.
How'd you make out yesterday? Your class seemed to have a lot of spin-outs and stuff. Were you involved in any of that?
No, I wasn't involved in any of it. I had problems with my carburetor.
Did you guys, I noticed I didn't see you around last night anywhere. Did you guys go back home again?
No, we come back to a motel down the road here.
Okay. You finally, I know you had said you were looking for a motel. Well, listen, where are you setting out today? Where are you starting out, Brian?
I started 10th in stock and 12th in super stock.
So you're halfway there, right?
Yeah.
I know it's tough if you're starting in the back to get up through. When you say that,
Hey, you know, that's where we started yesterday.
it's got to be tough for you to try and keep giving this guy a little more power. I mean, he comes back wants a little more, and
He comes back and says 100 more RPMs. Now, where do we find 100 more RPMs now these days? You know, everybody's fast.
get the sewing machine oil out.
We've done everything.
I'm sure of that. The mic here, I was saying Dave's quite active with karting and wrote a computer program for registration up at Mifflintown, and looks like they could have maybe used that here yesterday.
I think it would have worked, really. You know, sitting around an hour and a half waiting on entries to be lined up was getting kind of boring. We done everything we could do with the carts yesterday, but yeah, that was too long to wait. You know?
Yeah, well, we like to try and be the innovators up at Mifflintown.
Well, I'm trying to. I got a surprise for you worked out. I think you may like it as soon as I get the last bug worked out. You really love the program, so.
Well, with 457 entries like they had here yesterday, you almost have to have some kind of quick way to process
Yeah.
all these people.
It would have worked. It really worked yesterday.
Yeah, it really would have. Well, Brian, listen, we want to wish you the best of luck. We hope you can make it up from that 10th spot and, you know, get up front at least in the top 5 somewhere, Brian.
Yeah. I hope so too.
Okay, I want to wish you the best of luck. Hope we see you up front.
Yeah.
And you too, Dave. Keep that boy up front.
I thank you, and we're doing our best.
Okay, Dave. Jay Huber, and Jay's one of the happy-go-lucky guys. And with all the joking around, you must get serious sometime or other during the weekend.
You have to get serious sometime.
Yeah. Because when I see these guys, it's, hey, man, what's going on? But no, I know it's kind of serious business out there. I mean,
We still have a good time when we go racing. That's what counts, just having a good time.
that's the main thing, really. You got some good guys working with you here,
yeah.
helping you up.
I got a good crew here, Dale and George. Jerry's here today.
Maybe we can get a picture of them guys that are over here working. We'll get a picture of them. Yeah, they seem to keep things up front there for you. You were dropping out at Mifflintown, dropping out, having bad luck. Finally, you came back in this season at the point thing when it really counted. You came back and picked up a championship.
Yes, that was a sweet victory there.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Well, listen, Jay, how'd you make out yesterday? Where'd you end up in the heat?
11th, finished 11th, started 24th.
So you're halfway there.
Yes, halfway there. That's all I wanted to do, pick half of them off.
Well, that's about all you can hope to do.
Yes.
When you're starting that far back.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Jay, we want to wish you the best of luck, you and the crew here. Hope to see you up in Mifflintown in mid-May next year.
You bet. We'll be up.
Okay, Jay.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.